All right, Shalom. I'm going to say call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening and watching these videos. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You see what's happening through the lens of prophecy. Things that's happening on the planet Earth with the Israel thing and Iran and America. And there's a lot of different unsettling moments that's happening here in America. The gas price is about to shoot up because of the war. This Marine was in, I guess, talking to the Senate, was saying how they don't want to send their children to fight the war for Israel. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that's happening on the planet Earth, and it's all leading up to the Third World War, that major plague, and also the mandatory of the RFID. So these things are happening, but yet the end is not, the end is not yet. But nonetheless, before it gets to that, things are going to be progressively happening, and people not going to have an idea of what the hell is going on because they're not paying attention, especially women. 2/3 of the Lord's people in general don't know, but you women go catch a bad one because of the pride, right, that you continue to parade around, and this masculine energy that you have. Well, the time is coming where you're going to be humbled in that day. Because in the ancient world, a woman who didn't have a husband or children, she was considered shamed and being vulnerable. She was dishonored. These women in this country, because they was trained by the West philosophy here to be masculine and to this, that, and the third, the Bible said, do not usurp authority over a man. This society put women in power positions, like to become judges or police officers or a manager at your job, whatever the case may be. And they in the way at the end of the day. Well, all this female so-called masculine energy that you having, it's crazy to say a woman with masculine energy. That's crazy to me. But this pride that you have, the Bible speaks about pride. The pride that you have is going to be brought down low, just like this devil Esau, man, the Edomites. So perilous time is coming. And it's going to take a man of true wisdom and knowledge and understanding to protect you in the day, because he had protection from on high. So right here, I got the GNT. Now I got the NLT of Isaiah 4:1, but I pulled up a commentary in the Matthew Henry. Lord willing, I'm able to read a little bit of that. That's why I'm over here in the GNT. But right here in the GNT, Isaiah 4:1, when the time comes, so when the times come, the Bible, you go read the scriptures, go to Daniel 12:1. You might see the word time in there 4 or 5 times, right? I could be off, but I know it's in there 3 times in Daniel 12:1. So there's going to be events happening. That's the word. Events are occurring on the planet Earth and here in this country, going to be happening all around us. But the end is not yet. But we close because of the signs and the times we're living in. So these different events are going to cause you to be unsafe in this place, because people are going to be out for themselves, and they're not going to have pity on their neighbor, like the Bible say. You see? So when that time comes, the time of Jacob's trouble, the time of different events going to be happening on the planet and here in this country, it's going to make you not feel comfortable, man. And the man of the Lord that have this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, Yahweh Bahashim Abishai, through the Holy Spirit, is going to move that man and show him what steps to take. We can't tell you what steps to take. We got to call and trust in Yahweh Bahashim Abishai, just as Job, Noah, Daniel. I've been listening to some on Daniel, man. It's heavy. So now we're in these times where things are going to get crazy, and we see it, but you people don't see it. It's going to catch you off guard. So when that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, we can feed and clothe ourselves, but please let us say you are our husband, because they want protection. And if a lot of men going to come to their demise, are going to be, right? A lot of men are going to perish because of war. And you read the chapter before this, it tells you that. So a lot of, like in like World War I and World War II, a lot of men was perished from these different countries because of war, and they had more women than men. So now a woman will grab hold of a man. 7 means completion. It could be 1, it could be 8, it could be 3. In that time, we're in these times. You got the stabbing and happening, got this thing out in Austin, Texas, and there's a lot of events happening that's leading up to this, man. And that pride is going to be wiped off your face. When that time comes, Isaiah 4:1, GNT, when that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, we can feed and clothe ourselves. They're going to have money. They're going to be able to take care of themselves. You see? But please let us say, you are our husband. See, they don't want to get married now, but a time is coming and we close, and in different events going to take place to where this going to be what? It's going to take place, man. This is prophecy. We're saying it before it takes place. You know? And a lot of women start liking the Hebrew Israelite man at the end of the day, man. So they're going to be begging to say that to let us be called, your husband, to be our husband, so that you won't have to endure the shame of being unmarried. Because it was shameful for a woman back in, especially in our culture, Israelite culture in the ancient world, for you not to have a family or a husband. A family, your husband and your children. So in that time, it's going to be a time of judgment is going to take place. And chaos is going to break out on the scene. And a lot of men are going to perish in battle, in war. And that's going to leave a lot of women vulnerable. Society going to be unstable. Your leaders go fall. People you vote for in Congress and different positions like that, or your local officials or whatever, or whoever, them men ain't going to have no merit. They're not going to have no wisdom and knowledge and understanding to stand upon, because they are of the world like you. So when your leaders fall and society breaks down and chaos erupts, what you going to do? Who's going to protect you out here? You see? And 7 women just means completion. It could be 1 or 2, 8, 20, 10, 15, 20. You see? It's going to be way more females than men because of that. And women go compete for a husband in that day. It says, but please let us say you are our husband. So in that day, when it's 7 women should take hold of one man, mean completion, women go compete to try to be wives unto these men. You see, because it's going to get dangerous out here. You people don't understand. We've been living in prophetic times. This is leading up to the downfall of this place, the last kingdom, man. All the other ancient kingdoms they went down, they perished by Yahweh, by Shema Bashar. This is no different. So you will want to find a man at this point right now and cleave unto him, man. Make your little money, do what you got to do, and just get out the way and serve that man. So all this Fendi and Prada and different shit you wearing and jet setting and eyelashes and long ass females, long ass fingernails, ain't no man gonna want you in the day. You gonna be humbled in that day. All that's just the twinkling of the toes and the earrings and the bonnets. All that's gonna be done away with when your ass will have no protection out here, man. So you can laugh now, but you definitely go cry later. You see? So a lot of men gonna be here a lot of women gonna be here because men are gonna perish in war. And again, in ancient Israel culture, having a husband and children brought honor and security. You see? So without that, you're going to be shamed and vulnerable. You're going to be useless. You're going to be vulnerable because society, shit going to get, different events going to be taking place all around you. You're not going to have any protection. A man just going to walk up and just take what he wants from you, man. Who going to protect you in that time? Even right now, leading up to those times. You ain't safe. You ain't repenting. You're not returning from your wickedness. You're not calling upon Yahweh. I'm sorry, and or dealing with a man as such, and staying with that man. Hey, you supposed to go make the money, bring the money back home to the man, and he distribute the money out and save the money, man. So you women are fucking stupid. You could be using this system. Yeah, go to work. You make $250,000 a year. You should be running back home. Here, baby. Here, daddy. Take care. Here you go. You know, then the man give you an allowance, and you got the house and shit. You're not even you guys are know all this 50-50 and all that shit. That's gonna be done away with, man. It's gonna be zero tolerance in that day. How about that? Fuck your 50-50. It's gonna be zero tolerance in that day. And if your ass get to talking shit, a man I'm gonna barter your ass off. You get to talking shit, I'm gonna barter you for a fucking can opener to open up my tuna fish, man. That's how insignificant you're gonna be. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be traded off, man, for a barrel of goddamn wheat so the man can fry his food. The time we here, we come to some perilous times, man. And then the thing is, you gonna be vulnerable because you don't have a husband or you don't have any children or you don't have a husband, man. But it said a woman should be saved in childbearing too. And you can have your own bread, you know, because right now you women, you know, you can provide for yourselves right now, and that's fine. But soon come, you will be providing for the man that's in your life. You see, you go remove the normal responsibility from a man that's supposed to go out here and do all this and do all that, take care of his woman and family and all that. Then you have a man that do that. That's not it, but that's not enough for you as well. But the time's going to come, since you're making your own money, you want to come with your own bread, meaning take care of yourself, you go take care of the man too. Because a man going to be an Israelite man of wisdom and knowledge and understanding. They're going to be precious in that time, man. They should be precious now. Again, leading up to these times where it's going to be evident. Your ass should have been listening and you should have stayed with that man you was with. The time is coming because you wouldn't be called by that man's name. In the ancient world, to be called, you know, by, you know, like you want a household name. You want a family name. You want to be a wife. And that's what's going to take place in these times, man. You want to be called a wife and have a household and have a family. So that way you won't be shamed or disgraced out here, man. And the man will be able to protect you in that day. Ancient cultures, man, a woman without children, again, without a husband, was looked at as though you disgraceful, man, dishonored. You see? And I don't know what's going to say over here. Let me get this in Genesis. Well, I'm going to get the last about their reproach. You're going to be dishonored, because I want to get this commentary real quick. I got the word. What I got? Let's see. I got the commentary on that in chapter 4. This is Matthew Henry. It's a lot. I'm going to skim through it. I'm at 2 right here. It says, by that reason of the scarcity of men, though marriage should be kept up for the rising of recruits and preserving of the race of mankind upon earth, yea, the usual method of it should be quite altered, that whereas many ordinary men make their court to the woman, the woman should now take hold of the man, foolishly fearing, as Lot's daughters did when they saw the ruin of Sodom, and perhaps, though it reached farther than it did, that in a little time there would be none left. See, that's Genesis. I'm trying to get through this real quick. Genesis 19:31. See, that whereas women naturally had to come in shares with others, 7 should now, by consent, become the wives of a man, and that whereas by the law the husband was hold on. Yeah, right here. Right there. Let me get it. Let's start right there. Was obliged to provide, right, food and raiment for his wife. Get that in Exodus 21:10, right? Which with many would be the most powerful argument against multiplying wives. These women will be bound to support themselves. They will eat bread of their own earning and wear apparel of their own working. And the man they court should be at no expense upon them. Only they desire to be called his wives. See, his wives. They ain't gonna spare no to the women that's coming up ain't gonna spare no expense, man. So they're gonna be having money or substance. They ain't gonna spare no expense, man. They want to be called by your name, by the men of the Lord. They want to be protected, man, because they go come back into their true nature. Right now, they out of their true nature, or they running from their true nature. That's why you unhappy, because you running from your true nature. You females out there of our nation, and you want to go and get a man and submerge his nature, which to go out here to explore and to build and procreate. You trying to tell him what to do. So you fighting against nature. That's why you unhappy. When that time comes, you're not going to have no choice. It's just telling you right there is that I'm right here. These women will be bound to support themselves. They will eat bread of their own earning and wear apparel of their own working. They go work and go buy their clothes. And the man they court shall be at no expense upon them. Only they desire to be called his wives, plural, to take away the reproach of a single life. They are willing to be wives upon any terms, though ever so unreasonable, and perhaps the rather because in these troublesome times it would be a kindness to them to have a husband for their protector, man. It's in the commentary of Matthew Henry. You see? And to take away their approach to prove that, let's get right here, the book of Genesis. I think they go to Rachel, I'm sorry, Rachel. Genesis 30 and 23. And she conceived and bare a son and said, Yahweh Bashem Abishad, see, had taken away my reproach. In the NLT, she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. Yahweh Bashem Abishad, Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi has removed my disgrace, she said. So you women out here without a husband or a family or children, you're a disgrace, man. But you're a boss bitch. That's about you're a boss bitch. That's all it is. There's nothing honorable about you because you're making money. That's only to a fool who has a peon mindset who look up and worship you. A real man gonna worship you. A real man gonna come with some goddamn I forget what my man said, Charleston White. A real man gonna come with some goddamn rules. You ain't gonna be able to wear them goddamn shorts out there looking like this or looking like that. That's a real man. You go put you in your fucking place, man. But the time comes through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Havashai prophecy, when things get dire and when you don't have an understanding of what to do or where to go, who's going to protect you? But you've been spending all this time out here procrastinating, jet setting, going to get banged out over in Dubai. Some of you idiots went to Dubai and got stuck. But it's okay. Soon come, just watch. Isaiah 4:1, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, man. And the time is coming where you're going to bow down, man. You've been at the helm of this devil and society status quo, the philosophies of the world, especially this country, that got you on the pedestal, man. But soon come all that pride that you having, all this money and everything you doing, your Range Rover driving and this, that, and the third, looking down on men. All right, cool, whatever. In that time, you're going to get quiet in that day. You're going to get humbled. You're going to get humbled in a dramatic way. You see? So the day has come, man, where everybody with pride get shut the fuck up at the end of the day, man. The Lord has come to visit the place, and because we live in a time of judgment. This is the book of Psalms. And you women and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, this is the book of Psalms. I think it's 11 or 16. I think it's 16. Yeah, Psalms 9 and 16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. You see? Hijiyan Salah. Let's get this word. I think it's known. I think it's Yadah in the Hebrew, right? Strong's, H3045. To know, learn to know, to perceive. The I always get right here is E. See E right there? To know by experience. So a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you go understand the Lord of Judgment up close and personal. You go come familiar with that, man. The Lord is known by his judgments at the end of the day, man. To know, be acquainted with. You're going to be acquainted with, you're going to be acquainted with the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shah at the end of the day. You see? So it's a quick lesson. I was thinking about that, tackling that. Brothers been going in. Other Pastor Hart been going in on it. Other brothers been making videos as well. Amen. You females out there, you got a man, or you like a man that you see, a man that got a beard or whatever on his face. You better put your pride aside. You better start getting men now. You know, and learning how to deal with that man, and sit your ass down, man. So Lord willing, until the next time I shall say, Shalom. I hope this was edifying.